Okay, so I wanted to do this before I forget. Take longer than I needed to get it out. Um, Not yesterday, but Wednesday morning, I got up. Um, I didn't smoke or anything. And on my way to get my uncle for dialysis, it was a beautiful morning. And I mean beautiful in the way of um, nobody on the road. It was a beautiful morning, not too cold. Nobody on Dylan. Perfect songs, the song play was amazing. And then when trucks or cars did get in my way, they moved. They moved. So, anyways, having a beautiful morning, right? All the way getting my uncle. And even after picking him up, I was telling him, it's like, it's a great morning. Nobody's in my way, yada, yada, yada. And then there was, as I was saying that, there was a truck that I thought was going to get in my way. But nope, moved out of my way. And it kept doing that. As I was explaining it to him, I said, see? Oh, okay, that's nice. Anyways, and I think the day before that, I had just finished emailing AEO, and it was not good emails. Let me tell you, it was not a good um, contact, of course, per usual. Forget that he's an asshole, especially if you're of no use to him anymore. I was going to say, especially if he thinks he's more than you, but better than you, but he kind of thinks that of a lot of people. So, anyways, and I was kind of bumming out on that on my way home, right when I got to the canal, which was 58, 52, whatever. And almost started crying. And then something in me just said, no, this will be the last time you cry for him. You can't do this anymore. So I sucked it up. And then a good song came on. And I kept singing that. I think it was Bikini. It was Hey Babe, and Marco, and another one. Anyways, and that morning I saw a bunch of crows. There was a lot of crows flying here and there, all different ways, but I mean a bunch on Dylan. So then after I turn on to Dylan and stop myself from crying, jamming out to really good music, as soon as I got to the orchards, I think, which is not that far off of Dylan from the canal, flying in the same direction that I was going home. And a murder of crows is at least, I would say, more than 3, right? There was at least 5. I want to say 8 in total that I saw, that I think. So they were all flying, right? Just going at it, just all going in the same direction as I'm going in. And I already had my window down, rolled down a little bit from smoking a cigarette. And as I see them, I'm like, wow, that's so cool. I don't like these glasses because they make me look like I'm bugging out, and I'm not. I'm like freaking out that's so cool. Oh my gosh, I never knew. I have never seen that. And so I stuck my hand out the window like I was flying with him. I was like, oh, it's like I'm flying with him. And for some reason, and I forgot to mention that the night before that, as I was falling asleep, I was listening to a tarot read from a guy that I normally never listen to. And like, I'm not subscribed to his channel, but for some reason I clicked on it, and he ended up talking about my brother. My brother came through telling me that he knows that it's hard sometimes and that I feel like giving up, but to just keep going, and use those words verbatim, just keep going. And that's my brother. That's one of my brother's songs for me is Toby Lou's Just Keep Going, Just Keep Going. So that made me cry the night before. So anyways, back to the story. As I was having my hand 444, I can't make this shit up. I'm telling you, I can't make this shit up. So as I had my hand out the window, flying with my murder, I for some reason had this feeling of, oh, that means I'm gonna find my tribe. You know, my murder of crows, my tribe. It's coming up. I get to fly with them. I know what it's like. So as I'm doing that, for some reason, the thought comes into my head like, oh, I'm going to catch up to them. I'm going to be in the front. I'm almost in the front of the pack. It's still 444. And as I get up to the front, I'm like, yeah, I made it to the front. All of a sudden, I see one lone one way out in front of all of them. And as I'm catching up to that one, for some reason, something in me was like, oh, I'm going to catch up to my partner, like my life partner, because ravens and crows mate for life. I was like, oh, I'm going to catch up to my partner. So I started bursting, crying out even more. And I thought about, oh, that was my brother. I'm aligning, I'm getting there. So not to worry about AEO and a partner and feeling okay. I don't know, which I'm fine. I'm realizing like, I don't need a huge tribe. So anyways, that was really cool, right? And I wanted to document it, and I never got to it. And then, so I tell my mom, oh, and then I think that's the same day. Yeah, the same day my aunt gives me back my Cultivated Doula Heart book that I let her read, and I'm letting my mom read now. So anyways, I got that back from her when I picked up my uncle, and she had put pictures in them, photos that I had never seen before in it, and really good ones. Let me see. This one in particular made me cry because even my mom was like, I didn't write that, or that's weird because I never write that. Okay, one is this one of me. Look at, I was like, you must have caught me doing something because I look like, oh, you got me. And then this one, I don't know how old I was there, but this one caught me off guard. So it says Jenny Elvira, 4 months, 5 days old, 20 pounds, 6 ounces, November 21st, 1984. Right? So it's written on the back with my mom's handwriting. Look at that. That's baby me. And at first I was like, no, that's not me. That cannot be me. Oh my God, look at it in black and white. Look at how big my eyes look. So anyways, that was that morning as well. Made me burst down into tears. So anyways, I go into school, and it's Witchy Wednesday, and I dress up and nobody else dressed up. Anyways, I go into class, and I walk in, put my stuff down, walk up to the front desk for some reason. And she's like, oh, a client left something for you. I was like, what? Cool. And it was a cute little plate with 2 muffins on it, cinnamon or banana, I don't remember, but it was really good. And a chocolate muffin that was gluten-free and something or other free. And a card. Well, where is my card now? Oh no. I got a text her back. Oh, it's right here. Jenny, water sign. And I said, do you know who was it from? She was like, I don't know. Everybody just said, the lady that comes here all the time with the red hair. Okay. Red hair. Way off, by the way. I opened it up. This is in there. Kid you not. I cannot make this shit up, people. Good day, Jenny. Want to tell you how fortunate I feel to have made your acquaintance. I felt the same way. I'm like, still don't know who it is. You're a rare, smart, detail-oriented, clearly caring, and perceptive human. Exclamation mark. Love it. I'm like, these are gluten-free, milk-free, reduced glycemic dark chocolate, and pumpkin zucchini carrot spice muffins. That one was so good. Thanks for explaining the Raven's role! Exclamation mark. Saw this at my favorite tea and chocolate shop in Old Town La Quinta, which I know which one. Right after we met. Must be meant for you. I cannot make this up, people. Thank you. And then she was telling me about some other stuff, a job. I think you'd be great for a great fit. In any case, happy season. Stephanie. I was like, oh, Stephanie. She doesn't have red hair. What the heck? So cool. So cool. So that's why I waited to tell you, I guess. I don't know. But that same day, craziness. So yeah. And I think that's 11/11. That's the same night that I had a dream about, I think, about AEO and some chick that I guess was running a shop of his, and him and I had gotten back together. It was under the impression that him and I had gotten back together, and I was at the shop, and this chick was there, and he's around somewhere, running around, and she's like giving me a hard time, just being a fucking bitch, like one of those chicks who says, I'm better friends with guys than I am with girls because girls are catty, and then they're the catty ones. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make okay. Anyways, so she was giving me like real bitch attitude, and I was trying my very best with her in this dream, like trying any which way to appease her better nature. Nope. And I can read people really well, and I can talk to people really well. It's one of the things that I'm proud of myself on. Anyways, and she just wasn't fucking budging. So then I remember at one point in the dream, I was telling Abraham, like, not telling him, but like looking at him like, you're not going to do anything. You're not going to talk to her. You're not going to talk to me. Like nothing. You're just going to pretend you don't see it. And he was. And then I remember at one point it got so bad, and she brought a child to like the side of a pier or something that we were all at for some reason. We were there. And finally, I think I started yelling at her and then yelled at Abraham, like, oops, like, you're not going to, it's the same old shit with you. You're never going to change. You're the same person. You haven't changed. I'm not going to deal with this shit anymore. And so what did I do in the dream? I made a tsunami happen and take everyone away but me. Yeah. So I woke up chuckling to myself. And then throughout the day, I let it bother me, and I was in a raunchy fucking mood all day. And then again, I remembered later on in the night what I had did about the tsunami and chuckled, and then I felt better. Let it go. But I must have felt bad about that because the next night I had a dream. Last night I had a dream that I was saving a cheetah ant boy and a gorilla boy and some other animal child from raging waters, and I must have felt bad. So, yeah, that's craziness. That's when I say I can't make this shit up. Oh, and then yesterday on the way home, because I took KKK to class with me so she can do more hours. Anyways, on the way home, I usually talk to her mom, and her mom's name is Judy, and I liked she seemed like she was a really bitchin' woman. Tough, but bitchin'. Anyways, I was talking to her for one time. It happened at KKK's house, and I was cleaning CDs and or checking to see if the CD was in the CD case, blah blah blah, and I was putting them in order in a box. And there was a lot of them that didn't have them, and I don't remember why. Kelly was talking, or KKK was talking about her, and I had said something like, "Oh yeah, mom, sorry, mom," but I was saying it in the form of her, like she was talking to her mom, saying sorry. And it didn't dawn on me. And then a second later, something else happened. Oh, a second later, I turn around to put a CD in the box, and there's this little tiny, perfect little tiny, maybe even smaller, those little small Post-its, yellow Post-its, perfect handwriting, perfect writing, said no disc on top of the CDs that weren't there. It was not there a second ago. And I know where it came from because I had opened the CD, like a CD case to see, flip through a book to see if there was anything in it for some reason. And it must have fallen out of that one. It's the one before last. Either way, though, the fact of the matter is that I turn around and it's there, and I just started busting up because I didn't even think about it. And I started busting up. I'm like, no shit, there's no disc. And I started laughing, and I turned around and I told Kelly, I said, where did that come from? And I told her about it. And I was like, oh, I was talking to your mom a second ago. And she's like, that's funny. She started cracking up because she used to say stuff like that. She used to say, no dice, no dice. I was like, oh my gosh, that's why. And so last night we were driving home, and I don't know what it was, but there was a song on, what song it was. But for some reason it reminded me of Judy. And I said, oh, she's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. And the lady is a man. And I said, oh, Judy. I was talking about Judy. She's like, yeah, she liked this song. And then I looked, and we're singing a little bit. And I said, look, 555. It was on my odometer. And I'm like, oh, we were just talking about Judy. That's why. It's little things like that that I say is spirit. Other people will say I'm Delulu, which is fine because it's not happening to them. But I know it's spirit. Has to be. I don't believe in coincidences. So it's all based on no matter what you believe. I believe. I believe. That's love. That's love. I believe. Oh. Anyways, I gotta go. I'm going to KKK's for the night so I can help her with some stuff. And then I got to be home tomorrow night to do my mom's hair before church on Sunday, and then go back to KKK's. So, but I got to go do that and be there before 5:30, before class starts, so I can debate on whether I'm going to go to class. Anyways, oh yeah, wish me luck because next week I have a midterm, and that means that I have a 4-hour test, practical test, meaning hands-on, with everything I've learned so far. 4 hours next week. Awesome. That one I feel like I could pass it because I'm better with my hands than I am with doing homework and stuff like that. Anyways, so wish me luck, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. And I said and, just and.